the writers are incredible. I mean, this season's like an incredible storyline for me, and what they've done with the new interns coming in, it's just iconic Grey's writing, and it's always like going home to go back there.
You have partnered with Tidy Cats to share your holiday survival tips for cat owners. I see you have your cat there. So what tips do you have for those planning holiday get-togethers that are cat friendly?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm super excited to be partnering with Tidy Cats Lightweight Litter. One of the things that I am just emphatic about is always integrating cats, dogs, whatever you have for the holidays, their family members too. But you want to make sure things like when you start having guests into the house, if you move their kitty litter from their regular place, move it into a quiet, calm area. One of the things I love about Tidy Cat Lightweight is it is lightweight. Most kitty litter, you have to have like, a weight belt on and use your legs to lift it, but this is really lightweight.
Yeah.
And it's 99.9% dust free. So it's great if you have allergies. And it's got a very light linen scent as well that's not too perfumey. So the cat likes it, we like it. Having handheld vacuums around just to keep things tidy, pun intended. And then, if you want to just organize cat toys so people aren't, I think a lot of people are like, oh, there's a cat in the house, it's going to be like a zoo. You just keep them in a nice basket, a wicker basket or something. And, and then it's just sort of safety stuff. I have an artificial tree in the background here, and cats are notorious for climbing up trees, kittens and teenage cats. This guy's a little old. He's 18. He's not going to be climbing anything except into bed. But you want to put your more breakable or fragile ornaments on the top so they don't break them or step in glass. And just other things like that, just to be mindful of. If you've got a real tree, you want to cover up that water basin because cats love to drink out of it, and it can be toxic for them, as well as obviously poinsettias. Mistletoe even can be toxic, so you want to have that smooch, put it away.
Absolutely. Can you talk about the relationship you have with your cat, the bond that you have, and how much he has impacted your life?
Oh my God. Yeah, he's like my little guy. He's a little gentleman, elder gentleman club member. He's 18, Pablo.
18.
Yeah, he's so around. He's seen me through a lot of times.
Yeah.
Lived everywhere. He's been through, he's been through a lot, this old gentleman. But it's just, I've always grown up. My parents always had cats and dogs. We've always adopted. So this guy's adopted. It's one of the other things that I love. It's important to Tidy Cat and for me is to, if giving back over the holidays. So if you want to donate to a shelter, he's like not into cat toys really anymore. He'll have a little play with a catnip mouse, but he's really like, a little long in the tooth. But these little furry guys at shelters, you can re-gift, you can actually even bring in supplies like Tidy Cat Lightweight Litter. You could bring in food, volunteer time. You can do it in a friend or family member's name, which is a really nice way of giving back. And, giving to a place in need, or little furry creatures in need.
Sounds awesome. I want to ask you this next. How was your Thanksgiving, and how are you going to spend the rest of your holiday?
Thanksgiving was great, even though I'm in Australia, so they don't really
Oh,
celebrate.
okay.
I had one of my brothers was in from the US, so we had a really nice evening. And I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays, but I'm very excited about the upcoming holidays. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I'm going to Paris for the premiere of Emily Paris. And I'm going back to LA to shoot some Grays. And then I'm going to go to New York and celebrate Christmas there with family and friends. Very excited.
And that all leads to my next question about you returning to Grey's Anatomy, reprising your role as Dr. Addison Montgomery. How has it been returning to the show?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, I love it. I love the writers are incredible. I mean, this season's like an incredible storyline for me, and just also what they've done with the new interns coming in. It's just really it's just iconic Grey's writing, and it's always like going home to go back there. So I'm really enjoying it.
Now, Grey's Anatomy is in its 19th season. How long do you think the show lasts? Like right now, I think it's over 400 episodes. Do you see it lasting over 500 episodes?
I think anything is possible. I think so long as the writing is still great and inventive, which it is, and you've got great actors, there's no shortage of wonderful and interesting and powerful storylines. And I think that people just want to tune in and watch. There's the high stakes aspect of the hospital, and it's sort of a little powder keg in there. And then you have all the personal stuff going on, but then you have also social issues that, you know, Shonda's never shied away from. And the show now that's run by Krista Vernoff runs it is still really deep into all of it. And it's just really strong and relevant. And I think so long as it's speaking to the culture and reflecting back what's happening in the culture as well as entertaining, then it could go on and on.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Emily in Paris, season 3 premieres on Netflix later on in December. And I have to say, I started watching it not too long ago. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy your character. So what can fans expect from this new season?
Oh my gosh, I honestly think, I'm not just saying this, I think it's the best season yet. It's just bigger, it's more expansive. There's a lot of humor. There's more gorgeous locations in Paris and France in general. It's more and more stunning. Costumes are, of course, are incredible, but the storylines are really getting much deeper and more complex and expansive too. There's some new cast members. There's a great little triangle between Sylvie and my character, Madeline, and Emily this season. So it's really, it's fun. And it's so romantic and it's so filled with joy. I feel like that's something that Darren Star just has the corner on. He really knows how to write women and everyone, but really writes into that joy and sexiness. And Paris is like another character in the show. And it's going to be delightful. I'm excited for everyone to see it.
And at the start of Emily in Paris, the first episode of the first season, your character is supposed to go to Paris, but gets pregnant. And you talked about how you're going to visit Paris for the holiday weekend. Could you see yourself working and living in Paris?
Well, I have. Yeah, I mean, I get to do that on the shows. I'm like, that was the first thing of why I even said yes to do it or the reason in season 1 was just like, oh, do you want to come? It's only like a couple of scenes, but you get to shoot in Paris. I'm like, yeah. And with my friends, like I love Darren, I love Andy Fleming, who's a directing producer on the show. Of course, Lily's a delight, Ashley, Philippine, everyone's so good. Bruno, they're all Samuel, they're just gorgeous actors, gorgeous people, and it's been just a delight. What a good dream.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I want to ask you this before I let you go. Along with what you're doing in Grey's Anatomy and Emily in Paris, you also star in the Freebie series Sprung, which I started watching not too long ago. It's absolutely great. It's absolutely wild. And you play a congresswoman who is controversial. It's all during the height of the pandemic. So how much fun did you have playing that character?
So much fun. I mean, I would love to do more of that. Greg Garcia is just a genius. He is just so deft. He's such a funny, I mean, he's beyond talented comedy writer. And Martha Plimpton and Garrett Dill. I mean, it's just the whole cast, Philip Garcia, everyone is so good. And it was a blast to do. It'd be really fun to go back and do more of that. We'll see. But I thought it was so funny. I think that, it's hard to find great, really like belly laugh comedies in series right now. That's my experience anyway. And this is one of them. Sprung was just like belly laughs. Yeah.
It absolutely is. And one last question before I let you go. And once the holiday season's over, what plans do you have in terms of your career?
I've got more shooting of different shows to do. And then I'm going to come back here. And then I don't know what's next. I'm going to come back here and finish out Australian summer. I go back to work right after on more Greys, and there might be, I'm not even certain what's going to happen with some other stuff. So TBD.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Well, Kate, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations on everything. Continued success to you, and have a great holiday.